Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Learning Videos. In this tutorial, we are going to learn something very important called as variables. So now what are variables? Variables are just containers that are used for storing your data values. Data values can be numbers or characters. So if we are using any integer values, that is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, any integer values, so we write int. Okay, the keyword we use is int. Now if it is a point value like 19.2, 17.3, so to store this floating point value we use a keyword called as float. Okay, now to store a single line character or single character, what do we use? We use char, char, char. And while writing character, we are assigning the values to that character, so we assign in single quotes. Okay, the values for character should be assigned in single quotes. Let us see the code so that it will be clear for you how to declare a variable and how to use it. Okay, to create a variable, so first you should write what is the type of the variable. Type in the sense, just now we have discussed, either it can be an integer type, either it can be a float type, either it can be a character. So first the syntax is, first we will denote the type of it, next we'll give the variable name for it. So this variable name you can give any name of your choice. Next equal to will put and will give one value that you want to, that value you want to give to that variable. Let us see one example for it. Now here I'll write one code. Just see this. First, what is the data type of it? Data type I'm mentioning it as int. Next I'm defining the variable name. So the variable name is my num. Okay. Then I'm putting equal to and I'm assigning 22. Now what does this mean? This means that my num is a variable or a container of type integer. Now I have created a variable of type integer and the name of the variable is minor and I have allotted 15 to it. Okay. Now there is one more way of declaring a variable. First I am writing the data type of it, that is int space variable name and closing the semicolon. Now I have just declared the variable. I have not assigned any value to it. Again, how to assign the value to it? Use that variable name, that is my num equal to 20 and close the semicolon. That's it. Either you can declare the variable there itself and assign the value to it, or you can just declare it and later in the program you can assign the value to it. If I print this, you won't get any output. Why? Because the output variable in C must get familiar with something called as format specifier. Okay. So now what do you mean by format specifier? So when you are specifying for the C program or C compiler that, so I want to print an integer value, or I want to print a floating point value, or I want to print a character. Okay, now let us see. So now this was an integer. Now let us now let us assign the value of floating. So now float, I'll type float my num1 equal to 10.2. Now here you can see I have declared a floating point value called as my num1 and that my num1 has 10.2 value in it. Now a format specifier starts with a percentage sign, okay, followed by a character. For example, as we see the previous code, again I will declare a variable called as int my num equal to 20. Now if I need to print this my num, then what I will do? Printf statement I will write straight away, then open the round bracket, double quotes, percentage t. Okay, percentage t, double quotes, close. So So now, what does this percentage d will do? Percentage d is for integer type values. Whenever you type percentage d, your compiler will understand that okay, this is an integer type value, comma num1. Num1 means whatever value is there in num1 will be printed. Let us run this code. If I run this code, this is the we shall move forward and we shall create an integer type value, a floating type value, and a character type value. First, I'll create integer type value with the statement int mynum equal to 50. Next, float my float number equal to 5.99. Next, char my letter equal to single quotes d. As it is said before, for a character variable it should be included in single quotes. Now I'll print the integer value. As it is said before, to printing an integer value we need to write printf open the round brackets double quotes percentage d. Okay, percentage d double quotes close comma mynum. So mynum is a integer type, so that is why I'm using percentage d. Next, it is I'll print floating point value. Again, the step remains the same. Printf open the round brackets double quotes percentage f this time. Why f? Since we are printing floating point values. Double quotes comma name of the variable, that is my float number. Close the round brackets and put a semicolon to denote it is an end of the step. Next, printf. Now I'm printing a character. To open the round bracket, double quotes percentage c because it's a character value, double quotes close, comma the name of the variable, that is my letter. Close the round bracket and semicolon. Now when I run this code, so this will be the output. As you can see, the output first it has printed 15. Next, without giving any space, it has printed 5.99, and next it has printed it has printed the letter T. Now, if you want to give a sufficient space on a single line, which escape sequence you need to introduce? So if I want to print the same line with a specific space, then I'll use /t. Okay, so now the existing code will change something like this. Printf double quotes percentage d /t double close comma minus. Same thing I'll do for floating point also. I'll insert /t, and for character also I'll insert /t. Now I'll run this code. As you can see in output, there is a sufficient space between the numbers and the letters. Now, if you want to introduce this on the next line, then instead of /t, we need to introduce /n. So I'm changing this /n for all the three print statements, and if I run this is the output. I hope guys you have understood this code of using variables and its format specifier. If you have any doubts, please do comment in the comment section. I'll be happy to solve your queries. And if you like the contents, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. So that's it for today. Let us meet in the next video. Till then, keep learning and keep growing.